An alter ego is defined as a person's secondary or alternative personality. This secondary personality usually allows the person to conjure up more confidence, a boost of energy, and a newfound flourishing demeanor. The early 2000s had an immense amount of influence on artists when it came to their egos. As of now, the idea of alter egos isn't as present as it was once upon a time. Every big-name artist has dabbled in the concept. The idea of an alter ego for an artist is to characterize themselves, come out of their comfort zone, and display and/or act in ways that normally aren't their own. Eminem has the most interesting display of alter egos. He has a total of 3 that his fan bases have seen and watched him grow from. You have Eminem the rapper, Slim Shady as erratic and mentally deranged, and Marshall Mathers as the person. Eminem the rapper, he is a staged version of himself. He is both Slim and Marshall in one. Crazy but level-headed, he's the less grotesque version of Slim Shady, lyrically the same without the exaggeration of anger. Eminem is the balanced ego. He is the forefront of the personas. Slim Shady, on the other hand, is the egocentric, darker persona. He is comical but also crazy. He is less censored with his lyrics and raps about things Eminem nor Marshall would even think about. He is more inappropriate and violent with his wordplay. What also makes Slim noticeably different is the style in which Eminem rapped with. He gave Shady a more high-pitched tone that separated the egos. It is also the fan favorite of the egos and helped popularize Eminem the rapper to what he is today. But this persona can also be viewed as problematic. Eminem has no filter when it comes to Slim Shady expressing his lyrical ideas. This is a verse from his 1997 Slim Shady EP from his song Low Down Dirty. Beat getter, hid in the bush like Margaret Kidder. Jumped out, killed the bee and did her. Used to let the babysitter suck my D when I was litter. Smoke a blunt while I'm titty effing Betty Midler. Slaps dips, support domestic violence. Beat your bee's ass while your kids stare in silence. In another song off the EP, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, he alludes to killing his ex-wife and dumping her body in the river with his daughter present in the car. Extremely sick and dark stuff, but when you have an alter ego you could blame it on, the ego itself, without receiving real consequences. Plus, it was a different time back then, so lyrics he used to spit back then would definitely not fly today at all. Then you have Marshall Mathers. That is entirely Eminem himself. No gimmicks or theatrics. Pure authentic version, and what makes him unique and stand out is his vulnerability with his audience. Marshall is not shy about discussing his hardships in life. From his absent father, his ex-wife Kim, and daughter Haley, his mom, or financial issues, he was very much an open book and regularly conveyed it through his music. When your audience feels like you are relatable, it creates a connection between you and your fans. Even with his movie 8 Mile that's largely based off his life, it wasn't entirely glitz and glamour, and we know that about him. He's not ashamed to display his life struggles, especially as a white man trying to make a career in a black-dominated field. He shows his genuine self, and that's what makes his fans devoted to him. And what makes Eminem so unique is each song you could distinctly hear the difference between the egos based on his voice, mannerisms, and lyrics. Songs like Mockingbird, When I'm Gone are Marshall Mathers songs. Songs like Rap God, Not Afraid, and Sing for the Moment are Eminem songs. Songs like My Name Is and Insane are all Slim Shady songs. All these songs are distinctive in their own way and allows his audience to see who he creatively tapped into to create the song. Beyonce is the most critically acclaimed artist of the past 2 decades. The first ever ego she introduced to us was Sasha Fierce. She claims Sasha gives her a newfound confidence when she performs. This goes to show no matter how great of an artist you are, you still need a boost here and there to get you out of your element. Beyonce has been singing, dancing since she was a child, performing since her early teens, and had her first solo performance in 2003 at the BET Awards. The idea of going on stage isn't new to her. Sasha was revealed to the public in 2008 for her self-titled album, I Am Sasha Fierce. She gave Beyonce an invigorating sense of boldness to her stage presence, outside of her collected personality. She split the album in 2. The I Am found in her introspective persona. The second, Sasha Fierce, contained the songs better suited for the dance floor, truly giving her fans a taste of who Sasha is while keeping Beyonce in the mix. The album had one of Beyonce's biggest hits on it, Single Ladies, which garnered Beyonce 3 Grammys for that one song alone. The performance that really exemplifies Sasha Fierce would definitely have to be her 2013 Super Bowl halftime performance. You can really see in Beyonce's mannerisms and strong vocal and stage presence, she really transferred into her Sasha ego, which helped her deliver a strong performance, and she completely exuded confidence and empowerment on that stage. In 2010, B had an interview with Allure magazine saying goodbye to Sasha. She stated, "Sasha Fierce is done. I killed her. I don't need Sasha Fierce anymore because I've grown and I'm now able to merge the two." Even though B said she was done with the ego, you can definitely tell she had Sasha in her during that performance. Following her Super Bowl halftime show, her next ego, Miss Carter, was created for her Miss Carter World Tour in 2013. The tour title and ego name references her relationship with Jay-Z. Jay and B had been together at that point for a decade, and we all know Beyonce loves her some Jay-Z. See, the setlist included songs from all 5 studio albums of Beyonce's solo career. The tour grossed a total of $229.7 million. This made the Miss Carter Show World Tour the highest grossing female and solo tour of 2013. Beyonce did receive backlash from critics for naming her tour after her husband's last name, which I think is pretty stupid. Beyonce regards herself as a modern feminist. She is empowering and has developed herself as an artist and a person. I think the backlash is ridiculous because what does it really matter if she regarded this tour as her last name, since she is married to Jay-Z? Beyonce is a Carter. Her children are Carters. It shouldn't have been a big deal considering she just headlined the Super Bowl. She made a response to Vogue and stated, "I feel like Miss Carter is who I am, but more bold and more fearless than I've ever been. It comes from knowing my purpose and really meeting myself once I saw my child. I was like, okay, this is what you were born to do. The purpose of my body became completely different." I feel like this tour was to embody Beyonce as herself, a mother and a wife, hence why she called it Miss Carter. It was a new version of herself and she was taking risks. She later released in December of 2013 her self-titled visual album Beyonce with zero promotion, and it was a mega success and changed the digital drop game. The album became the fastest selling ever on iTunes and it went #1 in more than 100 countries almost immediately. The month she released her self-titled album, she had a release party in New York where she discussed her ego and stated, "I think Beyonce is Beyonce. Miss Carter is Beyonce. Sasha Fierce is Beyonce. And I'm finally at a place where I don't have to separate the two. It's all pieces of me and just different elements of a personality of a woman because we are complicated." Beyonce's evolution between egos hasn't been as strong as Sasha, but it has left a great impact in her career. Now, we can't talk about egos without mentioning Nicki. She is a rap legend and has done so much in her almost 2-decade career to ignore. She's famous for her egos because of her animated personality and rapping style. She has so much to choose from, but we'll just break it down to a select few. The female Wheezy is Nicki's alter ego. It's a version of Lil Wayne who he calls Wheezy F Baby. I always liked how Lil Wayne fans question what the F stands for, and he's made a play of words for it in his music. In Lil Wayne's song Feel Me, he rapped, "I gotta bring the hood back after Katrina. Wheezy F Baby, now the F is for FEMA." Like, that's pretty cute. Nicki has mentioned being the female Wheezy in a few songs. Why You Mad, Stupid Ho, and Sarah's song I'm Out. The ego is considered thuggish, carefree, and a mimic of Lil Wayne. In the Why You Mad video, she was rocking dreads to emulate Lil Wayne, but still kept it feminine, making it blonde just like the rest of her egos. The Harajuku Barbie is my favorite out of all her egos. Nicki said the name came from her MySpace days when everyone was using Barbie in their name, so she added the Harajuku part to be different and unique. She said she loves the Tokyo Harajuku culture because she feels like she can relate to the girls just want to have fun vibe. She's cosplayed and lived up to the name. The ego is a fun Barbie girl who loves everything pink from head to toe. It's a fun rapping style that has a lot of mixtures to it. A British accent to a soft baby girl whisper or a cute valley girl voice. It's very diverse. Out of all of Nicki's egos, she truly embodies Barbie and still uses it to this day. Super Freaky Girl is debuted at #1 at the Hot 100, becoming the first solo song by a female rapper to do so since 1998, and earning Minaj her 3rd overall #1 single in the US. Like, yes, her fans love Roman, but we don't discuss Barbie enough. Artists still use alter egos, but not to the extent that I feel gives them more creativity in their music. You have Gunna with Wanna and Megan with Tina Snow, but it gives me more of a come and go vibe, not so much of a true impact. The idea of an alter ego embodies creativity. I believe it's vital for an artist to break the wall and explore the depths of who they are and what they can bring out of themselves, as displayed through this video. I'm not saying every artist has to have one, but I do think it's a cool concept that newer artists should try. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Toodles!